everyone, I'm back again with another video. And it has come to my realization that actually last time that I made a video, which was my very first video by the way, it was a review of my project, right? But that was by the time that I finished my project. That was the end product of it. It was an end review and final look at what I managed to achieve, right? And although that's great, I do believe that it would be better both for me and for you guys that are watching to see a bit more in detail of the progress through stages of my actual project. So I decided to start doing them based on a more of a weekly review type of style, just so that you just don't get a lot of information just all at the end, and it's gonna be fun to follow through. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so we are still working with the AI that is able to identify weeds, but in this part of the project I am focusing more on the technical part of it. Obviously AI is still technical, but it's like technical slash coding section, so this is more of the technical engineering section. Currently I'm trying to figure out how to use CAD software Fusion 360, and I was able to get the free premium version through like education. I proved that I was a student and I was able to get access to all of the content for a year, which is really great honestly. And yeah, once I got it set up, I started using tutorials. I haven't really gotten to an extensive part yet. I don't know much yet about Fusion 360. There's so many different tutorials, but there was this one channel I would highly recommend you guys to go and check out right here below. And he just really goes through the use, because his first part one for the tutorial starts with just exploring the workspace, while most other videos would just dive into building and the components when you don't even know how to actually use the different logos and the signs in the software. So that's why I would really recommend this channel if you are also trying to, maybe in the future or currently, trying to figure out how to use CAD software, Fusion 360 specifically. Although they call it Autodesk Fusion now, but you can still type Fusion 360 and it to show up in the searches. Right, obviously I am a beginner in this as well. I was a beginner in AI and I'm a beginner in CAD software, and I think it's just worse for me because at least I had a bit of foundation with Python, but for CAD software I have no foundation. It's just completely from scratch, level 0. Luckily I was able to find some help because I'm in TKS, and I was able to find someone that was quite experienced in CAD software. So shout out to Aaron, love him, he was so helpful. I ask him questions almost every day about different things on Fusion 360 and the different, how it works, and what I should think about, what I should look into. So I tried to make a sketch yesterday, and the sketch is not a kind of design, nothing that's impressive. In fact, I think it would insult most architectures and engineers out there, as you can see. However, the sketch was really helpful for me to just kind of get an idea of what I really want to work on. So the next steps are, first of all, I want to reach out to some experts in CAD, computer vision, for my overall project, not just for this section, because although I'm able to find people in TKS, I think it's time to go a bit more out of the box, more out of the scope, and really use LinkedIn to my advantage. I already seen some people that I would be interested in reaching out to. There was this woman that she's working in FarmWise, so the same person's working on the Vulkan, which is kind of what I'm trying to emulate, because although I did do my AI based on the See & Spray Select, the Vulkan does exactly the same as the See & Spray Select, but mechanically instead of using chemicals, which is even more sustainable. So I thought of doing that model for my CAD software and as a prototype instead. So obviously finding someone that works in the company can be really beneficial. Now, after the reaching out steps, I also intend to just keep learning and learning more. I love to set myself a due date to do things and get it achieved and completed, but I think this time I set myself to get this part of the project done by next week, 27th. And at the time I thought it was doable. I had a few days to do it, but at this current stage I'm at now, It's not happening, guys. Obviously, I want to push myself as much as I can, but it's also important to set a realistic time to give yourself to complete something. And although I know it's important to focus on getting things done over getting them perfect, I must still give myself a realistic time to get things done at a decent level, okay? So that is pretty much all of it, and let's just wrap this up. I'll see you on for the next one. Thank you. So let's just get into it. Right. Sorry guys, I just had to pause before we get into a transition, and it was just a bit unnatural to just go quiet.